Hello, Tony.
Hello.
Welcome to Superbooth 25.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. Have you played here before?
I have not. I was supposed to, but there was one like cancelled during the pandemic. But I remember, I was at the Bristronica in Bristol last year, and Andreas collared me and made me promise that I was going to come and play here. So here I am.
Brilliant. Well, we're really glad to have you. And you're going to be playing on this stage here. There's people walking by at the minute.
It's like a beach. It's like being at the beach.
It is, yeah.
A little bit.
And we wanted to catch up with you because, well, I've been watching you personally over the years. I've been watching you with your live sets and the technology that you're using. It seems forever changing. Different equipment coming in, equipment going out for various reasons. And so, we wanted to catch up with you and see what you're using at this very moment, dig into it a little bit and geek out. So, so this is what we've got now, which I saw actually all conveniently fits inside a backpack, which is
it's pretty compact. So at the moment I'm using the Torso T1. It's very, very dusty to sequence with, give me the main clock and stuff like that. And then got some granular business happening with the Torso S4 and the Blackbox, the 1010 Blackbox Sampler. So there's quite a lot. I've got various loops. I've got like drum one hits coming off that, and like some chord pads as well. And then I've got the Beni Dub Delay.
Awesome.
And it's all being routed through the Allen Heath Zone 96. I've got like three. I'm splitting three outputs out of the black box into the Allen Heath, and then one coming out of the S4.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to when they've got the USB audio kind of integration happening with the S4. I think that's going to be really fun for me with the 96.
Okay.
One thing that's really fun with the Zone 96 is I'm actually using the MIDI out via the USB to control some filters in the black box, and I'm using the crossfader to control some filters. I'm not actually using it as an audio, so I'm using this as a MIDI controller, and I just found that fairly recently actually.
That's
but
cool.
It's pretty fun, and I'm with the delay. I'm sending it out of send one, and then it's coming back into return one, and I'm basically kind of feeding it back on itself, and it's giving me a really nice feedback delay, which I like a lot.
Wicked.
And it's really like there's a lot of live dubbing happening on the mixer with what I'm kind of generating here.
Yeah.
And that's sort of...
So there's a lot of performance elements going on here, the feedback, EQing and things. Let's say you're doing a kind of traditional, let's take out the bottom end, make it, do a high pass filter on stuff to drop in. Where's that happening? Is that happening with this?
Yeah, I'm using I'm using the filters on here. I can like set that on the channels I want, and but I'm also using the playing around with the EQs on the light on the different channels and stuff like that. So it's kind of I guess it's really tapping in. Using this really taps into my DJ experience.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's still quite an important part for your sets, coming from that DJ experience that you've had over the years and integrating it into things. I mean, I've seen you playing with just like full modular sets, basically, and so things have come on. I mean, there's not really any modular here as such.
No modular at the moment. I mean, the thing is, it's like I like to work with a certain live set, but there are a couple of reasons why I change things quite frequently. One is that I get new ideas that I want to try out, and that's happening all the time. And also, when I become very familiar and actually, most importantly, comfortable with a live setup, I want to change it, because there's an element of kind of being stood on the edge of the ledge. There's some danger, which I feel is important to keep in a live set. If it's too rehearsed and too comfortable, I think that's personally kind of boring for an audience. I think they can pick up on a sense of risk and danger, and it could all go horribly wrong at any moment.
Yeah.
I think that's really important to keep in a live setup.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as a performer as well myself, I like to keep things interesting for myself.
Absolutely.
When I'm playing and feel like you're on the edge, and I know exactly
that's
what
exciting
you mean.
then, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So the black box, is this full also, you mentioned there's some samples in there. Is this doing kick drum duties as well? Because obviously that's a big part. I presume you're doing a kind of techno-y set.
Yeah, I mean this setup is my techno setup, but it is quite flexible. I might get a bit more odd today.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've just got like one of these pads is just like a multi-sample, just with like a whole load of like percussion, which I'm triggering on the T1. But then, I can also, with the touchscreen, I can trigger certain loops as well. And like I said, there's some chord pads and things like that. I mean, I have done this live setup really, really stripped back, actually without the S4. But the S4 adds, a really different, fun layer of kind of weirdness to it. And
so you got all the granular action coming from the S4.
Yeah, and the modulators are really fun.
Oh yeah.
Are really fun to add some spice and variety to it as well. So,
are you enjoying using the S4?
I really like it. I mean, when they announced it, I was like, do I need a granular sampler? I don't know. It wasn't something that was kind of on my radar, but because I like the T1 so much, I just thought, well, I'm sure they're going to make something really interesting. So I checked it out, and I'm really glad I did, because I really like it for techno things, but especially more, experimental sound design.
Yeah.
It's a very psychedelic machine, which I really like.
Yeah. I must admit, I've not spent too much time with it.
Have you had
I'm really interested in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, really. I mean, it's funny where, I like gear that creatively inspires me, and that's almost more important to me than what box it fits in. It's hard to explain, but it's like whether it's a sequencer or a synth or a granular sampler, it's more about, is this gonna creatively inspire me, and that's what I'm looking for. But for me, I just got to get my hands, try it out, and just see what works for me. And it's very personal, and something that works for me may not work for someone else.
Yeah, the T1, talking about hands-on, I'm familiar with the T1, and I know how kind of quite simple it is to kind of generate ideas on the fly. Capture them, save them, and then build things up. And particularly if you want to progress from like one track to another, is that how you're using it? Are you literally doing some programming on the fly at times? Or have you just
I can see how dusty it is. Is my cat's hair on it as well, probably. But I mean, I have some basic sequences that I start with as a starting point, but it's so much fun to randomize those and change those as I go along. And it's the same thing with the S4 as well. It's really easy for me to go down a crazy rabbit hole and just really have fun with that. I like that.
It's definitely a fun machine.
And
again, for one of those when you're playing live, keeping you on the edge a little bit, coming up with ideas. Just the last one. Why the Beni Dub? Out of all the delays, why this one?
So I've used a lot of the Strymon gear. I really like that as well, but that has a certain. I think it's a lot of it for me is about the high pass, low pass filter, to be able to like really zone in on that part of the delay, and I just love how it works as a feedback. And you know, I'm really really inspired by the idea of dub mixing. You know, playing the mixer as an instrument, and yeah, it just works really well for what I want to do with because like with the live set and the recent album, there's a lot of delay.
Right.
There's a lot of delay, but yeah, it creates this crazy kind of audio fractal kind of situation. Very psychedelic, so I like that.
Vibey and psychedelic, that's what we
Yeah.
like. Listen, Tony, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
We really appreciate things like this.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun to be talking to Sonicstate.
Yeah, we're here. Thanks for supporting the channel in this way.
Great.
And we're looking forward to the gig.
Great. Okay.
Have a great one. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.